Hello, welcome back to How to Souls. My name is Rach and this is our Elden Ring walkthrough. Today we're going to cover the Highroad Cave, which is another Limgrave cave up in here. We're just sort of like being really safe at the minute and just like going through all the really easy caves in Limgrave just to wet our whistles and get used to a few different sort of boss types, get some weapon upgrades, get some character upgrades before we do tackle Stormveil Castle. Now that's going to be a mega episode, so in my opinion it's worth doing all the little ones first to sort of get you used to things before going to tackle that. A lot of people make the mistake of just doing what the game tells you to do. I know, right? I know. And following the grace that tells you to go straight to Stormveil. Now that's, I mean, fair. If Margaret was your first boss, mad respect. But he's not easy. So, once again, another little cave just up here. So we're here in Saint's Bridge, which we've been to a couple of times. We can get down just by going midway through the bridge and then jumping off the right-hand side. So there's a spirit spring. Might have to do a little double jump there. And we can land right there. Fantastic. Oh god, flipping, I'm looking at my... I was like looking at my OBS for a sec, just like, everything okay? Yeah, everything okay? I like ran right into a flipping octopus. So head north. Oh my god, I like marked it almost exactly on the map. Oh no, I was a little bit off. Can't be an expert at everything. But yeah, it's literally just here. Two things you will need for this cave. Well, one thing definitely you need for this cave is a torch, for sure. It's really dark. I mean, you could do it without, but it's not going to be fun. So that means we are one-handing our weapon, but that's fine. We've got enough strength to one-hand this weapon. If you don't, you maybe want to look into getting a lantern rather than a torch, which is going to be, we are going to upgrade and get a lantern at some point. Do I have one? No, didn't get one on this file. Lantern's going to cost you, I think it's like 1600-ish if you've unlocked this merchant just over here. Nomadic merchant just here next to Liurnia Lakeshore. He sells a lantern, so I think that we'll do that on this character just after this, because it does limit you to one-handing your weapon. But here we go, we'll touch grace, we'll have a wee rest. Quite often I will just go from one dungeon to the next and forget to ever like sit down. So there we go. Right, so torch out all the way. What level's my weapon? Flippin' +4. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be fine. The boss of this dungeon is, I think his bark is like way worse than his bite. He looks way scarier than he actually is. The cool thing about Bloodhound Fang, our current weapon, or just any weapon really, but especially with this one, it's got really high, like, what I would call like stagger, like poise damage. Which is absolutely going to wreck this boss. So we've got wolves here. We're not going to drop down the hole just yet because we've got a couple things to find. Just some little crafting things up here. Just doing this cave, this end first on the left to get the cave moss. God, loads of cave moss in caves. Imagine that. Imagine that being a thing. Who'd have thunk? And then this longer tunnel here has, again, more wolves, so we can, like, sneak up on this one. Oh, that one's seen us. The white ones always have, like, a lot more health. Never mind. One jump attack's worth of health. But yeah, the white ones will have more health, so if you are going to, like, get the jump on one of them, get the jump on the white one. Golden Rune 1 there, 200? 200 runes? Oh my god, guys, I've been playing so much Dark Souls, like, my brain is so out of Elden Ring. That's funny. So yeah, literally just 200 runes. I don't know if it's even worth the time that it takes to go there and get it. And then we'll drop down. So do be careful here, because if you drop all the way down, you are going to die. I know, like, Elden Ring is quite kind with the fall damage, but not of a height this high. So careful. We have two paths when we drop down. We've got one to the left that sort of arcs up the way. There's literally nothing here. There's literally just like a wee cave moss I'm just going to pick up there. But you head to the right on the sort of downward sloping path to continue. We will have more wolves just down here. Again, we've got like, what, 2 of them? Just the 2? Oh god, I got 2 in 1. The sword is so large, man. All the girls love it. Again, another fork left behind some battles, and then right, we're going to go left. We're not going to miss out on anything going left, but you'll miss out on this bit up here if you go right. So, heading up here into the tunnel. I think there's more wolves. No, it's like, yeah, it's a wolf on the left. Just grab him and then you can grab this. Arteria leaf. We're going to do jumping attack down to this white wolf. Another one. There's another one right there. I feel bad killing dogs, man. I hate flipping fire grease there. FromSoft making me kill dogs. And another one. There's so many. Wolf Cave. Who'd have thunk? Okay, so another fork again. We got left. We can hear like a waterfall. We're just going to quickly pop down to the right. And I'm just going to show you that this would have been where we would have come out if we hadn't gone the way of the battles. So literally just left and then left again. And you don't miss anything. Yeah, towards the waterfall. So down here, now we have bats. We should be fine with our sword, but just in case you're using like a really low range weapon, be aware the bats like fly, and sometimes they can be a little tricky to hit. If we turn around, we're going to get this one that's like eating a guy. There will be another one that comes comes up to meet us. And we got 3 smithing stones there. It's just level 1 though. But if there was any new weapons that you were wanting to try, there's a pretty good start, 3 of them. Heading down here, down this waterfall. We're not going to jump down the waterfall, we're just going to stay here. And go to this cave and... oh, flipping heck, man. Can I think? Bats? Can I think, please? 2 at a time. Let me just take this. Yeah, in here we have a smithing stone too. We got these land octopus things. So they're actually... the little ones are literally nothing. Nothing to worry about. So this will lull you into a false sense of security. Oh, Golden Rune 4. That's definitely worth coming down here for sure. We stick to the left. Stick to the left. Get out. Right, so from here, we're literally just going to like step really slowly off the edge and land on this platform here. Jump up here onto the broken pillar and then land on these bateaus. Don't know if that one up there is going to come and get us. This is a Shamshir. New sword. Yeah, here he comes. And there's another one up there that's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. It's like it's getting hurt on that fire. It's like a campfire up there it was like getting stuck on. And I think that's it. So 2 on the ground and then 2 that will fly up to you. So once you've killed 4, we'll continue. Just up here and then jump across. God, this always gives me like tight legs. Like this jump. Like I never feel like I can jump far enough. But yeah, left, 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 left. Yeah, up here we'll have a giant land octopus. And these are, there it is, hanging from the sea. These are no joke. These are a bit scary. What you want to do, though, is you want to try and break its poise. And then if you can get a critical hit on it, it's going to do a lot of damage. So with this weapon, we're just going to two-hand it. This cave is pretty well lit coming up ahead, so we're fine two-handing it. We're going to do some jump attacks. See if we can get a nice stagger on it before it has a chance to... perfect! So two-handed jump attacks. And we did that right on time just before it managed to attack us. But, like, point blank, that thing's going to do a lot of damage to us. So, my best advice is just to try and, yeah, do lots of stagger. And get it staggered, get a critical hit. Just picking up all this cave moss because you never know when you might need it, I guess. And then, that's the way we came. Yeah, that's the way we came. So this way, at the end of this tunnel, we'll have a little guy. There's a little guy. Fuddle calling finger remedy for playing online. And from here, from this guy, we're going to stick to the left until we get to this other waterfall. We're going to drop it and just like walk down. Land underneath these other waterfalls. So just for context, we're now... you can't really see. We're now sort of here we were before we picked up the Shamshir there and we went upstairs that way and round. So you can come straight this way if you're not bothered about the land octopus or if you're not bothered about the fuddle calling finger or remedy, but you can come straight this way. But yeah, that's how that connects up. Behind this waterfall is the way to the boss. Boss is straight up ahead, actually. So this boss is the Guardian Golem. Like I said, at the start of the episode, I think he looks much scarier than he is. His massive weakness, much like the octopus, he's super susceptible to stagger. And if you manage to get this thing staggered, he falls over, you critical hit his weak spot, big glowing orange spot in his chest, you really can't miss it. That's going to do, well, I think with this weapon, at our level, I think it's going to kill him in one cycle. So it's insane. I have just done this for science 10 minutes ago on a sorcerer, and I had no mana left, and I was like, right, well, let's see how easy this is just with a short sword. Base level short sword, guys. It took, I think it was 3 jump attacks on his ankle, he fell over, and it took 2 critical hits, so 2 cycles. A character with no strength. So I'm gonna go out there and say this boss is pretty easy if you go for the ankle, focus on the stagger. One thing you might want to go for is maybe some fire damage negation. The one thing that's probably going to hurt you here, he breathes fire, so we're just gonna, I guess, equip that. And yeah, if you just stick like under his ankles, let's go in. I'm chatting too much. Let's go in. Yeah, just stick between his legs. He doesn't do a stomp. He does like use his weapon. He'll like try and stomp his weapon at you. So if you're like in front of him like this, he'll do this and try and like stomp his weapon at you. But if you're like sort of slightly behind him, there we go. So every time he moves, just like make sure you're slightly behind him. So you can either do a jumping attack or a charge attack there just by holding R2. I think with this boss, maybe the charge attack is a bit easier just because he does like sort of move around. So that was 2 charge attacks there. Go to his chest and you can do a critical hit and that's going to kill him. But I'm just going to do, we'll try with the jump attacks just to show. See if I can get him to breathe fire as well. Okay, so there we go. So when he goes like sort of all fours, he's going to breathe fire. You just want to back off there because it will it'll do damage, but it'll also knock you down. And if you are knocked down, you're susceptible to being hit again. So I know he's huge, and huge enemies are hard to sort of keep track of, but just see if you can like keep an eye on his weapon. So we're in front, we want to get behind. We want to get behind as quick as possible. No. Okay, and then he's going to run. He'll always turn around to his, what's that, his right. So if you do see him like running like that, you always sort of approach him from the left. Okay, let's jump attack. You can target his ankles. There we go. So he's walking backwards. He's walking backwards. So we're just flipping. Should have just killed him. There we go. Right. I'm just gonna heal. Not dying to this boss, man. Oh wait, what? He should have staggered there. So maybe the first stagger happens a bit faster, like a bit quicker, and then the second stagger maybe takes a little bit more to get him. But if you critical hit him on that first stagger, which I didn't, that's him. He'll die. He takes so much damage from critical weak spots. For killing him, your prize is Blue Dancer Charm. This is a talisman that raises your attack power with lower equipment load. So like percentage-wise, the less stuff that you have equipped, it gives you like an attack power buff. It's not a huge buff, but like if you don't have anything better to equip, then it's something. Just sort of looking at it, you're wanting to like have like, I'm talking like minimal stuff like equipped. Like we're talking like 10 units. So at the minute, if you can see bottom right there, I've got like 25.8. This will be really effective when you're like 10 and under, so like really, really naked. Single dagger, maybe just a pyromancy glove, that kind of thing. Anyway, that was it. That was Highroad Cave. It's really short, but I feel like it's worth coming to. Like literally every cave is worth coming to. Every little mini boss is worth doing in this game because they're all so good. All right, so with that, that's another little cave done. We will do a couple more before we do tackle Stormville Castle. So I hope to see you in the next episode. You can subscribe to make sure you don't miss it. If you like the video, then Torrent gets head pats. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one.